So as you guys know, like Midjourney released the new style reference feature in the new update of Midjourney V6. And you guys also know that this feature as image to image generation was already present in Midjourney, right? So what is the difference? So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and compare the image to image generation and the new released style reference feature of Midjourney. And I'm going to show you exactly like how the style reference is better in so many ways and how it surpasses the old image-to-image generation feature of Midjourney, right? So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into this comparison. Alright, so here we go. So we are in our Midjourney. So as you guys can see right here that I'm using the default model V6 of Midjourney, right? So we're gonna go ahead and compare the image-to-image generation and the new style reference feature of Midjourney, alright? So for the first example, I have taken the prompt of a landscape. So I've said a landscape shot of a bustling cityscape of a New York City at night. There is 2024 film stock, because as you guys can see right over here, I am using the prompt formula, right? Which was basically photography type, subject, action, shot type, location, as I have told you guys a lot of times before in the previous videos of Midjourney, right? Yeah, I'm using the prompt formula and I've typed this prompt for a landscape, and this is basically the normal image that the Midjourney has created for me with the help of a single prompt. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and compare image to image generation and style reference of Midjourney. So I basically uploaded this image. This is an image of a pirate. So yeah, it's basically a very realistic type of image which was created by Midjourney. So yeah, now for the comparison, I have wrote two prompts, right? So first of all, this is the normal prompt with image to image generation. So I pasted the link right over here. And then this is basically another prompt, but with that I have used style reference and then the link of the image, right? So as you guys can see in image to image generation, it has basically added up both of this image and created a single image which has pirate and the landscape in the background, right? So it looks absolutely perfect. And if we see in style reference, so the Midjourney style reference feature has changed the image to image generation entirely, right? So now we have the aesthetic of the reference image that we uploaded, and it has basically used that shade or film, you can say, to generate this amazingly looking landscape, right? So this looks absolutely perfect. So if we go ahead and take another example, as you guys can see, so for that, I've taken this simple from a landscape shot of a tranquil pond reflecting the cherry blossom trees in Japan, and this is basically the normal images that it created for our landscape prompt, right? And next, I basically uploaded this image for reference. So this is an image of a girl who is doing painting, and we have lots of paintings in the background. And after that, I basically compared image to image generation and style reference, okay? So for image to image generation, you guys can see it has basically added both of the images and put the girl in the background. So as you guys can see, like this looks absolutely crazy, right? So we have a girl sitting on the pond, which seems a bit funny, but take a look at the detail, right? We have a reflection of the girl in the pond. And if we see the style reference of this image, so wow, this looks absolutely perfect, right? So we have the aesthetic of the reference image, and it has basically used that. We have paintings and all that, lots of colors in the pond. So yeah, this is how the style reference of Midjourney works. Like it has changed entirely like how Midjourney used to create images before, right? Alright, so now if we take example of human portrait, so I basically typed in a single prompt first that a portrait of a child blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. She's wearing a party hat, and these are the results that Midjourney has provided me. So we have 4 results of a child who's blowing the candles on her birthday. So this looks really good. So for that, I basically provided this reference image of an anime girl, right? So with the help of that, in image to image generation, it has basically added up that and kind of attain that anime look in the image, right? So this is kind of an anime look of a girl who is blowing candles. And if you take style reference of that, so wow, this looks absolutely perfect, right? So we have now the whole aesthetic of that image, which is basically put together to create this amazingly looking image, right? Alright, so if we take another example of human portrait, so I type in from like a portrait of a jazz musician playing a trumpet in a smoky club. So these are the results for that, which looks absolutely perfect, right? And after that, I provided in my reference image, which is basically a kind of a space, if you can say, in space. And I'm going to go ahead and compare, like I'll add this image with the help of style reference and image to image generation, right? So this was the result for image to image generation. So wow, this looks really good. So it has basically added that particular portrait into space, right? And this looks really, really fantastic. So basically, image-to-image generation works. It adds your reference image to your prompt and provides in your final result, right? And for the style reference, wow, this looks absolutely perfect. So it has taken the aesthetic of the image, it has taken the background, the smoke that was there in the reference image, and with the help of that, it created this output, which looks absolutely perfect, right? Okay, another very cool example of human portrait is that I type in my prompt, a portrait of a ballet dancer in mid-leap during a performance wearing a flower ballet costume. And for that, it provided me these results, right? So this is a normal image of a ballet dancer is performing. So after that, I went ahead and provided this reference image. So it is also a portrait of a ballet dancer. So we have lots of neon lights in the background, and like this looks really, really good, right? And now if we go ahead and compare our style reference and image-to-image generation with the help of this reference image, so these are the results. Like, wow. On left, we have image-to-image generation. So wow, this looks really, really good, right? So it has basically added the style of the reference image. Like, so the ballet was doing this style in the image. So it has basically added that entire model to our prompt, right? Which looks really, really good. And if you take a look at the style reference of that, so wow, it didn't change the model. The model is the same, but you know, the background, the neon lights, those look to the point. Like, wow, it looks really, really good. So this is how the style reference works, which is absolutely crazy. All right, so now last example, I have another very cool prompt for a realistic image. So I've said a detailed image of a graffiti covered wall in a vibrant neighborhood. There is 2024 and all the information according to our prompt formula. And these are the results for that, which looks absolutely perfect, right? And for that, I provided this reference image, which is basically a wooden bag in some kind of a jungle, which looks really, really good. So this image was created by Midjourney. And with the help of that, if we go ahead and compare our style reference and image-to-image generation. So for image-to-image generation, it has basically added up that bag and put that into our graffiti environment, like graffiti wall, which looks absolutely perfect, right? But if we go ahead and take a look at the style reference of that image, so it has not added up the bag in the image, but the static of the jungle, the wooden walls, all that are put together along with the graffiti wall, and this result looks absolutely crazy, right? All right, so there you go, guys. This was a comparison of the old image-to-image generation and the new style reference feature of Midjourney. So yeah, I hope you like this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.